Good morning, everyone. Appreciate you joining us. My name is Tom Vecchione. I'm an Associate Vice President in the Division of Student Life, and I'm the Executive Director for Career Services. We're pleased again that you've taken a little bit of time this morning to be able to join us as we present this open house on the Academic Advising and Career Services Center. We've got most of our staff with us, either our career staff or our academic advising staff, who you'll be hearing from. And certainly we want to leave some time if you've got any questions. The Academic Advising and Career Services Center actually just opened last year. When you're on campus, we're very conveniently located right above the Grove. We actually have signage on the building. So again, we're right above the Grove. And so it's really easy to find us. We're right in the middle of campus. So certainly we offer a full range of services virtually as well. And even after we return back to campus, we're going to be doing that. The Academic Advising and Career Services Center actually was a part of a program called the Thriving Tigers, which was really focused on helping our first and second year students in particular be able to meet the goals related to their academic programs and connect them at that time with the career services folks. Oftentimes these things work very closely together. So we want to emphasize that our office is there for you, whether or not you know what you're doing or not in terms of a career objective. We help students all 4 years in terms of planning and executing their career program, whether they're thinking about employment or going to graduate school. And certainly the academic advising team is there to make sure that you get your courses all lined up the right way so that you can graduate on the timeline that you have planned out. Over the past year, we've had a really good response to this initiative in terms of combining these services. And again, it's a very easy handoff. So oftentimes we know that students come in and they see an academic advisor and they have career services questions. And sometimes when they change majors or they're planning on a different type of career, their curriculum can change. So it's an easy handoff for us to do as well. So again, the Academic Advising and Career Services Center is located right above the Grove. We're there to work with you all 4 years. And just real quickly, as you become an alumni and you leave the institution, the career services resources are there for life for you as an alumni. And so as I said again, my name is Tom Vecchione. I oversee the career office, and I'm going to pass it along now to the Director for Academic Advising, Abby Ingleton, who's going to talk to you a little bit more about some of the services they particularly offer you.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Thanks for participating. My name is Abby Ingleton, and I'm the Director for the Academic Advising Center, part of the Academic Advising and Career Services. We have a slew of offerings that we offer and have available for students. Want to make sure that students have a very clear understanding of how to navigate and understand university policies and ease their way into transitioning into collegiate life. Although right now it's obviously very different than what most and everybody expected with the COVID transition to remote learning. Also want to make sure that students understand how to incorporate varied learning skills and types and way to improve and strategize and strengthen their learning skills, as well as understanding different technological tools that are available for you that's going to help you to see your progress along as you go through your 4 years at the university, and understand, more importantly, how your degree requirements correlate directly with your major requirements and or any minor requirements if you pick up a minor. So there's opportunities to work specifically with advisors that are part of your major caseload, and I'm going to give you an opportunity to have brief introductions from our advisors within the academic advising unit, as well as an opportunity at the end of our presentation for any additional questions and or concerns. So to begin with, let's just go ahead and Jeremy, you want to introduce yourself? You're muted, Jeremy.
Hi, everyone. My name is Jeremy Cavagang. I'm the primary academic advisor for the School of Engineering and Computer Science, as well as the Eberhardt School of Business.
Dita, you want to?
Hello, everybody. My name is Dita Estrada. I am the Pre-Health Academic Advisor, and I am also the National Fellowships and Scholarships Campus Representative. And I primarily work with bioengineering students and all students who are interested in pursuing a pre-health profession, whether that's pre-med or any other allied health field.
Thanks. Leah?
Good morning, everyone. My name is Leah Hawkins. I am the academic advisor who works with students who are in the natural sciences, as well as media X and graphic arts, and the Conservatory of Music as well.
Great, thanks. And then Jeff? You're muted, Jeff.
Sorry, having a little issues here. Hello, everyone. My name is Jeffrey Atad. I am the academic advisor that handles transfers, veterans, and military affiliates, as well as many other majors.
Okay, thank you. And so, as you said, we'll have some time for questions, but we work very closely with your faculty advisor. Your faculty advisor is the advisor who is responsible for releasing your registration hold and to give you much more targeted advice and guidance as it pertains to your major and ultimate career aspirations, whereas your academic advisors will really help you to do very targeted strategizing and navigating university and degree progress. So with that, I'm going to turn this back over to Deb, who will continue on with our presentation.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Deb Crane, and I'm the Director for Campus Career Partnerships in Career Services. As Tom mentioned, we are currently seeing students. We can meet with students via Zoom. We can review documents through email, or we can even do phone meetings. We cover a number of different things, everything from resume and cover letter writing to mock interviews, helping with grad school. We have a couple of career assessments we can provide if we feel that a student would benefit from that. Job search skills, networking, internship assistance, and LinkedIn guidance. In Inside Pacific, there is a careers tab, and students can access all of our handouts, all of our presentations on that tab. And as Tom mentioned, we have a 4-year career plan for you. It's called Tigers on Pace, and that is also on the careers tab of Inside Pacific. I'm going to have the two career advisors introduce themselves. Shannon, if you'd like to introduce yourself.
Sure. Hi, everyone. My name is Shannon Edminster. I'm the Assistant Director for Career Advising and Success, primarily, though, Career Advisor.
Dan.
Hi, my name is Dan Shaw. I'm the Assistant Director of Career Advising and Success. And like Shannon, I also support students through primarily career advising. I have an emphasis on COP students.
Thank you both. And I have the great fortune to be able to work with this staff, and we're here to support you. So now I'm going to turn it back over to Tom.
All right, thanks, Deb. Any part of a good career office is going to have two avenues. Deb described the folks that are working primarily facing students in terms of the career advising part. The other part of the career operation is going to be those who are engaging employers. Obviously, many of you are here to make sure that you eventually attain a gainful employment after you graduate, or you may be thinking about going on to grad school. That's something I would mention as well in terms of the career advising piece. It doesn't just have to be jobs. If you're thinking about going on to graduate or professional school, Deb and her team are well prepared to help you plan for that, execute that. They can help with things like personal statements, which are a very big deal and take some time to be able to develop. Think about what schools you're going to apply to and things like that. So at least 1 out of 4 of our students that graduate every year are going on to graduate and professional school immediately. So again, not just jobs, but also going on in terms of furthering your education, we can help you with. But as I said before, the other part of what we do, the operation, is the employer engagement piece. So the career team is counterposed by the employer advising team, and those folks are working around the clock to engage employers for bringing internships and job opportunities to Pacific students. We have a program called Handshake, which I hope that you've heard about. Handshake is how you can register with us, and we hope that you want to get on Handshake and to access that right by our homepage. When you go on Handshake, you'll be able to set up your profile. That's the way that you can look at all the job postings. We get more than 100 job postings a day, quality job postings that are both for internship and full-time employment. You can also get your resume posted on there so that employers can review your resume. Employers who come on campus, our job fairs are currently being hosted to the Handshake system. Interviews actually can be conducted to the Handshake system. So it's really a one-shop type of resource. So again, you want to get registered on Handshake. So again, the employee relations team is constantly developing internships and employment opportunities. We provide information sessions. Please be looking at your calendar. We'll pass along information for that. We hope that you're signed up for our social media to find out this information. We're putting that information out all the time. We've got a number of employers coming. Next month on October the 8th, we have a career fair. We have close to 40 employers who are already signed up. That's going to be done virtually over a 4-hour period. So mark October the 8th on your calendar. A time to be able to join us, and you can sign up to interview with a number of employers. We think you'll be pleased with the employers that are coming and the opportunities they have to offer. So we also have Tiger Treks, which we have done in the past. Tiger Treks are when we actually bring you to the given employer. Right now we're doing those virtually, but we're planning on still having a few Tiger Treks this fall, and hopefully if we return to campus in the spring, we'll be able to get back to doing those perhaps in person. But stay tuned to see who we're going to be having on Tiger Treks, and perhaps you'll be able to join us for that. As I said before, we actually host interviews on campus, and now we're doing those virtually. So if there's employers that you want to connect with that we are in touch with, whether it be at a job fair or they've done separately, they're coming to campus, you want to work with our team to get registered and Handshake and to see about interviewing with those folks in terms of them coming. And as Deb said, we also host weekly appointment hours, and we also offer walk-in hours, so times that are more flexible to meet your schedule. So with that, I am going to hope that there are some questions, and I'm going to hand it back over to Shannon, who's going to coordinate any questions that you might have.
Hi, yes, thank you, Tom. So from here, if there's anyone on the call who does have a question, you're welcome to type it in the chat or honestly just unmute and jump right in. Otherwise, I can kick it off with a question just to get it started. And so I'm not seeing anyone right away with questions. So from there, I'm going to go ahead and get started with academic advising side. So Abby, could you or your team, can you answer a question that we often see students have? Can you tell us how do students figure out what classes they need to register for the spring semester?
For a number of students, they have received a template and or a 4-year plan from their faculty advisor. And so that 4-year plan really serves as a guide for students to begin to look at the courses that they need to continue on for their semesters. And with that template and or guidepost of what those courses are, if there's any prerequisite courses that you need to complete, if there's a full year requirement, for instance, for chemistry or biology, then you would proceed to take that following semester for that course. But it's very important to begin to work with a faculty advisor to understand what the courses are required for your major, as well as integrating those major courses along with your GE requirements and getting those GE requirements and breadth requirements completed simultaneously.
Perfect, thank you, Abby. So we did have a question come in. This is for the career advising side. And so the question is, when should I start building my resume? So Deb or Dan, if one of you would like to take that.
Dan, why don't you go ahead and take it?
Sure. So it depends on, well, I would say you should start building as soon as possible. Even if you're in your first year, some of the goals that you might have for maybe in your sophomore or junior year, you're going to need to start building some of the experience and skills you need in order to attain those. So for example, and probably Sam or Michelle could confirm this, but many students in their sophomore or junior year are going to be looking for an internship or some type of experience like shadowing. And you'll find that many of those experiences are going to require that you have some type of resume with items on it that will show that you're able to do the requirements that the internship is going to be asking. So if you are just starting off as a freshman, I would recommend maybe looking at a part-time job on campus, or considering maybe research with a faculty member, but start building your experience now on your resume. And even if you're not finding yourself having enough time to do a part-time job, there's still a lot of other opportunities that you can participate within clubs and organizations, and things like that outside of class, where you can still use those as items to put on your resume. But Sam, you could probably jump off that with that question.
Yeah, I think Daniel did a great job. Yeah, for any type of position that you're going to be looking for, whether it's an internship or career, you're going to be submitting a resume. So being able to have that job summary information on your resume and really demonstrating kind of based on what the job description says, why you're a great fit for that particular position. And career advisors do a great job of being able to help you tailor your resume. So if you have a particular job that you're posting for, or an internship, you can always make an appointment with them, bring in the job description, and they can help you tailor that job description or your resume directly to that job description. And they'll give you a good idea of what employers are looking at for that job, and what to make sure, like keywords and things to include in that resume. So
yeah, and just to follow up with that, if you are going to be eventually looking for an internship and you're in your first year, come and see me now, and we can look at some job postings for internships and look at what the requirements are and what you're going to need in order to be a marketable candidate, and we can make a plan. So by the time you end up applying, you'll have everything you need in order to go to the top of the list.
And I'll just kind of add one more thing to that too. Well, we just keep adding on. But for us, the employer engagement team, we do a lot of interactions with employers. And so if you do see positions that are on Handshake that you have questions about, definitely feel free to reach out to us. We would like to help you any way we can. And so, a lot of times we will have information about that employer, maybe what their interview process looks like, more information about the job. So definitely feel free to reach out to us. We'll be happy to help you with any type of job postings that you see on Handshake.
Perfect. Thank you, everyone. I know, when should I start building my resume? Great question. The answer is now, right? And so thank you both for that. I think that this also goes hand in hand with another question. A lot of times we get students who aren't really sure when they should come see, whether that be, when they should see someone in the Career Center. I think a lot of people think that they should wait till their junior, senior year. But what would anyone on the career advising team, I know I could answer this as well, but what would you say, when should someone come see someone in the Career Center?
So I'll take that one. And as I mentioned to the students, we do have the 4-year career development plan called Tigers on Pace, which is on the careers tab within Insight Pacific. And we actually encourage students to come in their very first year. We have goals for each year that we would like students to make sure they're attaining in order to be on track. So the goal for the first year is to have a quality resume developed by the end of your first year. And then you'll continue to add on to that as you progress through your time at Pacific. And if you look at the Tigers on Pace handbook, it'll give you items that you should be thinking about doing. And one of those is going to the career fair, even in your first year.
Perfect. Thank you, Deb. All right. So if others continue to have questions, you can keep typing them in the chat. Otherwise, I have another one for the academic advising side. So Abby, you had mentioned earlier about the difference with the faculty advisor and academic advisor, but should students still meet with the faculty advisor if they've met with your team and the academic advising side?
Yes, absolutely. Your faculty advisor is your primary advisor, and also your faculty advisor within your major is the one who releases your registration hold. So all students are required to meet with their faculty advisor at least for the period of pre-registration when they're selecting and reviewing those courses for the preceding semester that they're going to be registering for. Academic advisors can serve as preparation for that conversation with their faculty advisor. So sometimes rather than going to your faculty advisor to ask about how do I, find out about whether I should take a class pass, no pass, or whether I should take this class in the summer, these are questions that you can ask academic advisor and reserve the time with your faculty advisor to talk about more specific conversations around your major and how your major and coursework is going to contribute to your overall career development. Speaking with your faculty advisor about internship opportunities, how one progresses through and how the career industry may be changing or not changing, the stability. These are all inquiries and questions that you can take to your faculty advisor, whereas questions for your academic advisor can more entail and address concern or questions around graduation requirements, taking courses over the summer and transferring those units back. If a student needs to petition for any reason around a class, these are all questions and areas that academic advisors can work directly with students.
Perfect. Thank you, Abby. So with that, I want to be cognizant of time, but I also wanted to let everyone know before we go. So Abby, for you or anyone on your team, what is the best way for students to get in touch with you, set up an appointment? What would be the best route for them to take?
So our email is advising@pacific.edu. Very simple. So you can easily just type in that you'd like to make an appointment with an academic advisor using the advising@pacific.edu address, or you can go on the website and we have appointments already set up that you can check availability for the advisor within your major. So you would identify the advisor that has your major as part of their caseload, and you can make an appointment directly with that academic advisor. And if you wanted to work with DITA on pre-health opportunities, you can go to DITA's page within the website to be able to schedule an appointment directly with DITA to discuss pre-health professional opportunities.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. I know a number of people have posted in the chat as well on where you can go directly to schedule, so you'll have that information if you're on the call. On the other side for career services, I know it is on the PowerPoint here, but can anyone tell us what would be the best way to get in touch with career services?
I can go ahead and take that. Hi, everyone. My name is Michelle. I'm the Assistant Director for Corporate and Employer Engagement. So as we mentioned, Handshake is going to be your one-stop shop for all your career advising needs. And that's where you can go ahead and schedule an appointment with one of our career advisors. So you can look at their availability there, or you can also call our front desk at 209-946-2361. Or you can go ahead and email us at careerservices@pacific.edu, and somebody will go ahead and ask your availability and set up an appointment for you as well. So 3 different areas, but Handshake is probably going to be the best because you can go ahead and look at all the available appointments and what works best for your schedule. And then you can also, read a little bit more about the advisors and also find other resources on there. I know Deb mentioned that Inside Pacific has a lot of handbooks. You can also find resources under the Career Services tab on Handshake, where you can find resume writing handbook, cover letter handbook, LinkedIn checklist. So Handshake is going to be great for resources online 24/7, also Inside Pacific for 24/7 resources, and also to make an appointment and find all of our contact information.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Michelle. So with that, I think we're going to conclude the session. Tom, did you have any last thoughts, Tom or Abby?
No, just want to thank everybody for coming. We hope this has been informative to you. And what we hope you've seen is that we're very easy to get a hold of for all your academic and career services needs. And we hope to see you soon.